Hello children, welcome back to the unit of inquiry class. So in the last class we have discussed the types of belief systems and you have done a tremendous job by comparing and contrasting the two types of belief systems of your choice. That was excellence. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the types of values, the BVAB tree. It's nothing but beliefs, values, attitudes and behavior tree, and character pillar. So already we have discussed this types in the tree, but since it's connected with the character pillar, I thought I will recall that concept for you again. So if you talk about values, values are nothing but the things that we give importance to. It can be anything in life, it can be family, it can be any object. It is nothing but what you value. So that values comes from your beliefs. So both are connected. So when you talk about values, there are two types of values. One is personal and the other one is social. So what is a personal value? It's something that is important. It's depending upon your character, like how you behave, what is your decision, all that. It's up to you. It's for you. Okay, it's personal. Now social value means how do you treat others, how you behave with others. That comes in the social value. What kind of relationships you maintain with others, in what way do you behave with them, all that. For example, in personal value, being honest and being adventurous, that is your choice. Being honest and being adventurous is all your choice. Nobody is going to come and tell you to be like that. So that becomes your personal. The same time, social values are you are being friendly with others, you are very social with others, you are sharing your things, you are very caring towards them. That is a social value. So the examples are shared here. Now when you talk about the tree, that is the belief, values, attitude and behavior. Now we have understood that beliefs creates the values and from values we get our attitude. So we discussed what are the difference between the attitude and behavior. Now again this attitude, it gives rise to what? Behavior. So attitude is something that you feel inside. It cannot be shown. What you show outside is your action. That action we call it as a behavior. So attitude is nothing but it is inside you. It's a mental view. But behavior is the action that you show to others. So it can be based on your experience, what you call as an attitude. Behavior can be situational. Based on the situation you act. It's not that every time you act the same way. It's because of a situation you act in some kind. Like for example, if you are very rude to someone, it may be because that situation made you to react in such a way. So it depends upon that. And attitude cannot be seen at all, but behavior can be seen. This is the difference. And there is an example. This is a kind of a tree. It's not in a shape of a tree, but it shows the connection. So your beliefs like culture, faith, education, experience and mentors. Mentors are the people who help you learn something. Okay. So if that is your belief, what your values can be is you may value wealth, you may value happiness, career success, family. Career means your job. Okay. So you value that. That is very much important for you. Then what becomes your attitude is your convenience. Whether you're convenient in places that you are in, your peer pressure in the sense someone is pressurizing you. It can be in anywhere. It can be in job or it can be at school. When someone is pressurizing you a lot to do something, that okay, so that may become your attitude. And being professional, for example, in some places you have to be like that. For example, in talent show we gave you few instructions that was to match that occasion. So that is being professional. And respect, how you respect, whether you carry that with you or not. And all these together shows your behavior. So what do you understand from this is, what is the fact is that beliefs is connected to values, values are connected to attitudes, and attitudes are behavior. So it is very important that we have a good attitude, because as we discussed, there are two different types of attitude, positive and negative. If you carry positive attitude within you, your behavior to others and within you will be positive. But if you have negative attitude within you, then everything is going to be go bad. So the next thing is, see, this is an iceberg, beautifully tells us that attitude, behavior and beliefs cannot be seen by anyone. That is something that you have inside you. You cannot be telling that, always you won't be telling that I value my family, I value the culture. All this is shown, right? That is your behavior that you show to others. So behavior is only seen by others. So what does this tell us is, we have to be very careful with what we believe, what we value, what are the attitudes that we carry within ourselves and the way we behave, because only the way we behave will be seen to others, not the feelings that we have. So this is what the icebergs tells us. And this is a cycle. So if my attitude is positive, it affects my behavior. Affect can be in a positive and negative way. If my attitude is a positive attitude, definitely my behavior will be very good. But if it is a bad attitude, my behavior will be very bad. So think that I am very angry today and I am shouting at you people in the morning in the class, during the class time. So what happens? That will definitely affect your attitude towards me, right? So your attitude will affect your behavior again, and it goes like a cycle. So that's why I said your attitude and your behavior must be very nice to others and to yourselves, because you know you have to care about yourselves as well as you have to care about others. So that's very important. So this is what we learned till the last class. And in today's class, I wanted you to find out what are these pictures showing you. So very beautifully you people shared your perspectives, that you can see pillars, carvings and many stones, everything. And you also said me that the importance of pillars are to balance the buildings, the layers of the buildings. That was very beautifully told. So I really appreciate you for that. Yes, so this is related to the character pillar. What is a character pillar? The values that guide our choices. So why we have named it as character pillar is because only your character can balance yourself and others. It's not like you're standing and balancing. It's not that balance. How you are behaving to others. It's depending. All this belief, values and these characters, attitudes, everything is connected, children. So that's why we have given the name as character pillar. Okay, so there are 6 character pillars and each one has got its own color. Okay, so the first one is trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship. So if you see, trustworthiness is blue, yellow is respect, responsibility is green, orange is fairness, red is caring, and citizenship is purple. So this you have to remember. This is very important. You should also follow this in your life. Like every person will not have all these 6, but definitely we all have one or the other characters within us. So we can try making, making ourselves trustworthy, making ourselves respect, being responsible, being fair. Yeah. So these are few examples. What are the sub characters of these? So if you if you talk about trustworthiness, which is the blue one, it tells you that you have to be honest, don't deceive, cheat or steal. Be reliable, do what you say you'll do. So you have to keep up your promises. Have the courage to do the right thing. When you're doing the right thing, you don't have to fear anybody. Build a good reputation. So you have to build a good respect towards others, and you should also have that. Okay, you should also get the respects from others. So how do you do that? When you respect others, definitely others will also respect you. At the same time, when you go do some good deeds, others will start respecting you. They will start valuing you. Okay, be loyal, stand by your family, friends and country. So being loyal is when someone is in trouble and you are their best friend or someone in your family, you have to be with them. You should not be like just by words you are supporting them. You have to help them in some or the other way you can. So that is trustworthiness. So the keywords that comes under trustworthiness is honesty, integrity, promise keeping and loyalty. Next one is respect. So treat others with respect. Follow the golden rule. Golden rule is nothing but having those good manners. You would have learnt it from your kindergarten. And be tolerant of differences. Use good manners, not bad language. Be considerate of the feelings of others. You have to value the feelings of others. Don't threaten, hit or hurt anyone. Deal peacefully with anger, insults and disagreements. If someone is behaving very rudely to you, it's not that you also should be the same. You also should be behaving in the same way. It's not like that. Be patient, understand their situation and then react to that. So the keywords for respect are courtesy, non-violence, tolerance and autonomy. Next is responsibility. Do what you are supposed to do. Persevere. Keep on trying. So persevere means last year itself we have learnt in self-awareness, where you are to try something new, as well as when you are interested in something you should try it. Even though you don't know, you have to try it and you should not give up in that. Okay. And next one is always do your best. Use self-control. Be self-disciplined. Think before you act. Consider the consequences. be accountable for your choices. So whenever you do something, think whether what I'm doing is right or wrong, and you should be facing the consequences of that. If you are doing something wrong and if you are hurting someone by that, you should think that what I am doing now, will it hurt others? Will it be a problem to me? All that you have to think. Is it useful? All that you have to think. Okay. The next one is fairness. Play by the rules. Take turns and share. Be open-minded. Listen to others. Don't take advantage of others. Don't blame others carelessly. You are not supposed to blame others. Okay. You should be very fair, you should be open-minded. So for responsibility, as we discussed, the keywords are duty, accountability, pursuit of excellence, self-restraint. And at the same time, when we talk about fairness, it is openness, consistency and impartiality. Now next one is caring. So caring is to be kind, being compassionate and show you care, express gratitude, forgive others, help people in need. The keywords are kindness, compassion, empathy. So the last one is very much important, citizenship. So citizenship is nothing but you should do, you should be like, you should value your country, you should value your state, everything. You should value your school, developing your school, taking part in that, all those things. A sense of belonging you should have. So do your share to make your school and community better, cooperate, stay informed, vote, be good, be a good neighbor, obey laws and rules, respect authority, protect the environment, recycle. So it's your responsibility to do all these things. So the keywords are civic, virtue, lawfulness, common good. So these are the 6 character pillars, children. And this is a good image I went through yesterday. So it revolves around all the 6 character pillars. The first one tells you that you have to watch your thoughts. You have to think, okay? You have to think what are your thoughts, because your thought, what you think, what your attitude, it becomes your words, okay? And when you speak someone, that becomes an action. That action becomes your habit. Always you will have some, right? We say, no, that person is very kind, he is very lovely. Why? Because they are practicing that. They are keeping on doing the same thing. They are talking very politely, so they are always polite. Okay, so you have to watch your actions, because your actions becomes your habit. Your habits become your character, right? And that character, what you should do, it should be watched again, whether it is a positive or negative one. You have to, eliminate all the negativity from you, and because it becomes your destiny. That is the end. End means that is what others will see in you. If you are taking everything positively, everyone will see positivity in you, right? So this is a good image. I'll be posting this in Google Classroom so that you can have a view of it. And this is the activity that we discussed today. What you have to do is, you have to choose any one character pillar of your choice. It can be any one, that is from the 6 character pillars. You can choose trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship. It can be anything, okay? From this, any 6 of them, you have to choose one and write it in the center. You have to write the meaning in your own words. What you understood, you can write it in that. You have to illustrate through a drawing, okay? You should show that meaning through a drawing. You have to give an example or few example of it, and non-examples, the opposite. For example, when you are writing respect, you have to write the meaning. What is the meaning of respect? How you can show respect? That through only pictures. You don't have to write anything in the illustration part. Examples you can give. Non-examples are, when do you call a person is not respecting? When he is very rude. So being rude is a non-example of respect, right? Being not very polite to others, all this. So just you have to choose one character pillar and then write about it, okay? The next is points to ponder. This is your research work. What you have to do is, when you come to the class on Wednesday, what you have to do is, you should have researched about 6 famous personalities of your choice. Already we have discussed about the famous personality when we were, unpacking the lines of inquiry. It can be any person like Mahatma Gandhi, it can be Mother Teresa, any famous personality of your choice. And you need to match it with the character pillar. For example, if I am telling Mother Teresa, everybody will have a different perspective. Someone will say respect, someone will say caring, all this, everything is right. right? So you have to research about 6 and you need to match it with the correct person on Wednesday's class. This is going to happen live, and you need to think on how can the pillars of character help you resolve problems you may face in life. So what are the importance of these 6 character pillars, and what pillar do you personally want to work on? See, as I said you already, everybody will not have all these 6 pillars within us, 6 characters within us. So what do you think that you have to develop in that 6? What are the characters that you need to improve or work on, and how will you work on this? So this you need to research. You don't have to write anything now. You have to do it on Wednesday's class. So I hope you have understood the relationship and the connection between the beliefs, values, and attitude, behavior, and the character. So kindly do this research work. Till I meet you for the next class, stay safe. Bye. Take care.